Everything started when my older brother got arrested in a party. A few weeks after then, the relationship between my parents became intolerable. So they forgot about me and they didn't realize that I was suffering too. It was such a hard moment to be because he had always been my supporter. I could no longer handle the emotional pain. I thought that physical pain would be way more supportable. When I cut myself, physical pain overwhelms emotional pain. One day, my friend saw scars on my wrist and I told my teacher about it. She talked to me and I opened up to her. She advised me to do everything that I wanted to do to myself with a pillow. That's what I've been doing in the past months. My parents are still missing and it's real hard to me, but I have my teacher and friends' help. Henry Ford once said there are more people who give up than people who fail, and that makes me move on.
I come from a long line of alcoholics. That was one of the reasons that made me start drinking. It just felt like it was the right thing to do. Everybody in my family did it. Why wouldn't I? So I just came home night after night, even more drunk. I didn't realize how it was ruining my life until one day I went to the hospital and almost died. After that, my aunt put me in a recovery center for 1 year. At first it was really hard for me, but with each passing day it became easier. I'm still in recovery because this is not just something you can get over. Life tests you. Every day I try to tell myself that I can handle everything, that I'm strong and everything will be okay.
Before it all happened, I never thought about what bullying really was. When someone talked about it, I just imagined a group of adult students beating other teenagers. But I was wrong. Bullying is not just when someone acts physically aggressive. It can also be psychologically. When I thought that nothing nobody could reach me, someone proved me otherwise. I still think that happened only because they caught me at the time when I felt more weak, because I know I'm strong and that I can overcome all the problems. I started to ruin me and stop being myself, until one day I was confronted and I had to admit what was going on. From there on, everything was better. Everything returned to normal. I realized that those who truly loved me never left me, but I was being too self-destructive to realize it. I became stronger with those who loved me. Only that way I could overcome such an obstacle. And with each passing day, I'm stronger and happier because I grew up not only outside but also inside.
Since I was 11, I use computer daily. A half years ago, I realized that all I think about is computer and that I couldn't pass a day without it. I have tried to stop using computer, but it's really hard and I have always give up. My lifestyle a lot of consequences. I frequently dash and I have gained some weight because most of my free time is spent sitting. I will ask to my parents for help because I know that I can't keep doing this and I can't eat it alone.
My eating disorder started when my grandma died because I thought that nobody would ever like and care for me like she did. And I was just screaming for attention and help and love. She was very important to me. I was a very angry person at the time. I just ended up screwing all the relationships that I have with family and friends. When I recovered, I realized that my eating disorder was just amplifying all the hate and sadness that I felt and muting all the love and joy that people gave me. My eating disorder convinced me that it was shielding me from all this outside world that I was afraid of, when really it was just making me worse than I ever was. And now I know that it's okay to be upset and to feel compassion for me and others.
As younger, everything is normal. I have always had a group of friends which I related a lot. Everything changed when a couple of years ago I moved to France. Everything was new to me. People, school, houses, streets. In first week of school I didn't talk to anyone, but I thought it was normal. Also that nobody knew me. I believed that in some days I would make friends which didn't happen. Every day I felt lonely, at school and even at home. I felt depressed because I had no one to talk with. One day, my mother noticed that I had become more quiet and that the funny guy was missing. After that, my family started to talk with more frequently, and they sent me to a psychologist so I could talk about my problems with someone. Dr. Sylvia helped me a lot. She made me realize that I was the one that distant for them. After a few months with Dr. Sylvia, I started making new friends and everything went normal.